So first thing I want you to do is, if you notice a sign of resistance, whether it be the checking the watch or looking disengaged, or maybe verbally saying that they don't have enough time to speak to you, I want you to be able to verbalise that rather than internalise it. Now, what we do is, a lot of the time, we're very aware as people, we're very smart, we know when someone's not fully engaged with what we're saying, and the problem is that message shoots straight into our brain, we clock it, and then we never acknowledge it, we just panic. We go straight into panic mode, and we might do things to help combat the fact that this person isn't giving us what we want. Usually that will involve speeding up what we're saying. Sometimes we'll throw more things out there and generally create an air of desperation to try and hold someone's attention because we feel like we're losing them. But in fact, counterintuitively, I wouldn't say that's the best way personally to go about things, because then you give off these signs of weakness, if you like, and that makes the person even more wary and back off even more. So sometimes, instead of internalising and worrying about the fact that someone's giving you this sign of resistance, sometimes it's better just to say that you've noticed, but in a nice way. There's an amazing amount of things that you can get away with saying if you preface it with "I love" or "I like this about you." So, for instance, when I'm working with my men, when I'm teaching guys about dating skills, if a woman turns away from them or gives them nothing, I'd tell them to say, "I love how quiet you are." And I think I love how you're not saying, I love how you just completely ignored that last thing I said to you. And it's great. You can 100% call out what people are doing, but in a way that's charming and friendly and shows, actually, you know what, I've got confidence in myself and what I'm doing. I'm not going to let you get away with giving me those signs of disinterest, because I'm going to take this conversation, this interaction, by the horns, and I'm going to direct it the way I want. I'm not going to be flustered by these little non-verbal cues from you. So sometimes saying like, you know what, I like how you said that you're really, really busy, but you know what, I can tell you've got an extra couple of minutes, and I'm going to speak very fast, so sit down and chat with me. Sometimes being able to say that sort of things to people will actually pull them back in and almost catch them off guard if they've been giving you no signals, if they've been giving you signs of disinterest. In a way, not that they're doing it in an intentional nasty way, but they are sort of putting a bit of a downer on you, and this is your way of pushing back a little bit, because we want to always try and be assertive. However, obviously if we say something like this, sometimes we can overstep the mark and be too assertive, and then cause people to clam up more, and we don't want that. So what I want you to do is think about this as a two-part way of dealing with resistance. First of all, I want you to acknowledge that the resistance is happening, to state the non-verbal a lot of the time. I like how you're doing this, I love how you're doing that, with a playful charm. But then, I want you to offer, and now there's many different routes to doing this, but as I said at the start of this section, I'm going to be concentrating mainly on people who are directional, people who are directors, or people that want to be empathised with. Now there are different other little subgroups of people that are out there, but these are two main types of characters that you'll come across. So for instance, maybe if you're speaking to someone who is impatient, who's clearly one of those quite sort of assertive people, I always have this image of this like director figure in my mind when I'm describing it. I'm sure all of you can probably think of somebody maybe like this. If you're speaking to someone like that, fine, cool, verbalise their non-verbal cues, verbalise the resistance. Then, I think it's always better to say, but you know what, I think I've got a solution for you. Offer them straight away after you verbalise their resistance, a solution. Because this is a person that's giving you cues, that they're the kind of person that likes to cut to the quick, they're no nonsense, they don't like to mess around, they like to get to things very quickly. And so, by saying straight away, you know what, I think I can, you know what, I still think you want this though, I think I can solve your problem, and then doom, doom, boom, you can list your reasons then very effectively of why you can overcome the resistance, why whatever they're thinking about why your service is or your product isn't effective for them, you can then go in and quite systematically and quickly break down why that's incorrect